Hi friends, my name is Nick, and no, I'm not the host of this channel. I'm a trader and I've been trading for a very long time now using my own profitable strategies. The SKYNET Bot has approached me to tell people in detail how the bot works. These guys developed the bot based on my strategy, and this is why we're here. These guys watched me on my live stream and they were very inspired by how I trade, so they decided to customize everything into a trading robot. And who knows my story better than me? No one. The robot can automate trading, relieve you from the constant stress that you have to go through while analyzing the market throughout the day, since the robot does not get tired. But of course, the robot doesn't have the experience of a professional trader, so this is where maybe being a professional trader wins. But we all know a robot will not get tired of the constant routine of having to go through the same things. All you have to do is set up the right settings, and this will be much easier for you to learn in a few days, unlike learning how to trade like a professional trader that will take you a very long time. We all know even professional traders, they can get overridden by emotions, they get overpowered by the emotions, and they'll end up making bad decisions that will destroy their trading plans, and end result is never good. So with a robot, all you have to do is just have to do the right settings and things will be flowing naturally the way you set them according to the settings. All right, that's very easy. So you can learn how to use the robot in a few days, unlike taking years and years trying to learn how to trade like a professional trader. So let's see how this bot works just right in front of us. So here we have the bot in front of us, quite a beautiful designs, and these are the main settings. So we can see number of candles on a row. That's the first setting. I like to what this one means. You can set the candles from 2 to 5, but I like to set it at 3. That means the last 3 candles in the particular direction. And then we have the betting frequency. This is more like how much are you willing to risk per trade. I'll set it at 1%. Is very small, and it might delay the progress. So let's do it at least 40%. Then we have the impulse force. You know what this one means? This one means if the bot sees a very large and sharp candle in a particular direction, then it will trade in the opposite direction of that particular big impulse. So we'll set it at 50%. We have to set it at 50%. And then lastly, we have what we call the trend, checking for a trend. This is, you have to take this setting as well. It means you set the bot to trade in the direction of the trend. All right, like we all know, we are supposed to trade in the direction of the trend. Then we have advanced settings where we are supposed to set up the indicators, RSI. We can, by RSI up, it means the 70% level, and then RSI down means the 30% level. So we have to set them up and see. So here, this is risk management. You can place a fixed trade. It could be, you can do anything. I've just set 200 as an example, and then we can also set the martingale and then save. If you want to use martingale. If you don't want to use the martingale, then you have to leave it unticked. So analyze the last 3 candles and save this setting as well. Okay, all in all, now everything is set, I think. So let's start the bot and see how the trades start opening on themselves automatically. So I've done everything, I've set up everything. I'm not going to participate in opening the trades. I'll just watch the bot and see how things open up. So like you guys have seen, this is an impulse force that I've talked about. It's an impulsive force, dropped down with a very huge candle, and the robot has taken advantage of that impulse force. So let's see how it opens the next trades. Right. It lost that second trade. So it's a robot, and there's nothing like emotional manipulation or something. It's not manipulated, does not have emotions, just doing the right thing. So I'll watch it trade and see how everything goes by the end of the trading session. So it lost the second trade, but then it opens up another one. Let's wait. Hands tied, everything has to be done automatically. Yeah. Like I've already told you, I'm here to show you how the bot works. So I would like to not interrupt anything and place my own trade. I'll let the bot do everything on its own without me participating. Okay, there we go with another trade. There we go, it's back at 10 grand. My job is to look at the bot trades and while look at the second screen to see if I really agree with if it's really designed according to my strategy. Like I've already told you, this bot was designed according to my strategy, so I'm imagining, would I take the same trade at that particular point? Of course, yes. For now, so far, yes. Yeah, so far. Maybe it's taking long to open deals, and this is something that I do not agree with, because when I'm trading 5 seconds, I already see deals everywhere. But it's a robot, and this is the first of its kind, so maybe it will be improved in the future to trade as many trades as possible within a very short time frame. Let's see. Oh, okay. There it takes a trade. I would personally take such a trade. Yeah, I agree with such a trade. Remember, I'm analyzing to see if it's really reliable and if it's really designed according to my strategy. Of course, as you can see, this is only the first version of the bot and it is being finalized. So if something doesn't work, then we need to practice a bit and see if there will be any improvements. Yeah, for real, this is the first version of it according to my strategy. I know these are experienced developers, they've had so many bots developed, but this is the first version of my own strategy. Yeah, of my own strategy. So we really have to be patient and see. It closes in a profit. Remember, guys, you might be wondering why the deals are opening at 200. We set in our settings a fixed. We set a fixed rate, so it has to open in a fixed kind of trade. That the trade has to be fixed at 200. So we shall wait until the very end of the session and see how much it can increase my account too. Alright, finally it has crossed above 10k and it keeps going. Let's see. One thing that I've already liked about this robot, it has a very good risk management. Means, just like we said, just like I already said, with a human mind, we can get overridden by emotions and start making bad decisions. But for the robot, we've seen even when it loses, it will keep it going according to the settings that you already said at the very beginning of the session. So this is something that is really good, and it's making the whole process very much logical and easier instead of being emotional and make very many trading mistakes like we usually do. So I love how it's doing the work for me without me participating, of course. My participation stops at setting the settings at the beginning and maybe choosing the right pair where the robot will be trading on. So everything else is up to the AI to decide where, in which direction, and what time frame to take the trade in. Okay, let's wait for the next trade. Of course, even a robot loses, you might be surprised that why are some trades closing in a loss. But trading is all about some wins and some losses. The end result is what matters most. All right, there we go. It's coming back. It's making a comeback. I'm really looking forward to how much this bot can grow the account to. Began from 10k, so I want to see how far can we go in just a small sitting, in just a small session of 30 minutes, and see how much money, how much return on investment can it give me within a very short time period. Meanwhile, I set a very good risk management of setting a fixed amount of $200. So yes, every loss that happens, we are losing $200. But if I had not set a fixed rate, maybe I don't know if it would take a whole 10k. But it's good to do good risk management, and this bot has such a feature where I can set good risk management. So let's see. Okay, bot is picking up momentum, just like a human being, of course. It's also doing intuitive trading. So this is why there's some back and forth thing. It loses some trades and also wins some most trades. So The best part about choosing robots, it's not to get a 100% winning strategy. It's to eliminate the emotional part that the human mind always has during the trading process. So for the robot, the emotional part will be eliminated and things will be done automatically and logically. So this is why automating a trading system is much easier. Of course, it doesn't mean that it will perform better than you. Of course, a human being might perform better than a robot, but we cannot eliminate the emotional factor from our trading. And this is where most of the bad trading decisions come from. When we begin trading emotionally, this is where we make all the mistakes. This is where we make all the bad errors, and then we end up losing. So look where we are. The robot has already increased the account by an extra 2,000. It's already at 12,000. So that's a good enough result in just less than 15 minutes. Come on, that's a good result. So we want to see how it will be by the end of maybe 30-minute session. As this is the very first version of this robot, so I really want to sit down for 30 minutes and see how much money the robot can make me in 30 minutes. Imagine having a trading system where you just have to set the settings, then sit throughout the session. Of course, sometimes you don't need to sit down and wait for everything. You can just start the robot and then leave your working station. But for me, I have to shoot for you this video, so this is why I'm sitting in front of the robot to watch each and everything. Of course, if you open the robot and then sit in front of the computer, you might be triggered to stop it and then make your own human decisions, which is something that I don't recommend. So the best part is set the setting, you start the bot, and get off the laptop or whatever you use to trade, and then come back later to stop the robot. Of course, you saw I click the start button, and at the end of the session I have to stop it. Okay, we're almost reaching 13k. Yeah, so that's almost, it will be 30% of my account balance in 30 minutes. Okay, let's wait and see if it reaches 13k. I already told you guys the board is being finalized, so if something doesn't work, then I need to practice a bit, and the developers have to keep doing it. Otherwise, since this is the very first version of the board, so we hope for the best, and we hope it will even keep getting better and better. So it's back at 1200, 700. Boom, it's 13k, and that's an extra 3k made, and I think we can call it a day. In fact, the bot has shown itself very well. We've all seen. For sure, there were situations in which I did not agree with its decisions, but being its first version, I think it will be improved in the future, and maybe perhaps it will even be trading better than me. I really hope this robot could trade like me, or even better than me one day, and this is something that I'm looking forward to. So we have to stop it, and guys, for sure, you have to stay tuned, subscribe to the SKYNET Telegram channel, and if you have any questions, those SKYNET guys will answer you and tell you everything that you need to know about the robot. So, but they can also answer a few questions in the comment section. So I wish you all the best and wish you profit during the trading period when you're trading with a robot. So I stopped the robot, and now everything has to be done has to be put on a conclusion, because trading is done. And I would say I'm really, really happy with what happened. So all the best, guys. See you next time.